7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey there guys, so it's that time of year where I do my top 10 films of the year, and I gotta say this is my favourite video to do since this is a celebration of films that came out in 2025. So many great films came out, so don't get offended if there's a film you really loved and it's not on my list. At number 10 is Weapons. Look, I'm not the biggest horror fan, but I adore the creativity aspects of the movie. It's a very simple movie, but the way the narrative shifts to people's perspectives make it way more interesting. The movie holds a sharp mix of dread, mystery and dark humour, but what makes Weapons stands out, that it holds your attention throughout the movie. It never refuses to let go. It's so refreshing to see such commitment to originality in the mainstream horror.
This is a true story that happened right here in my town. A lot of people die in a lot of really weird ways in this story, but you're not going to find it in the news.
At number 9 is Avatar: Fire and Ash. I know this film can be repetitive. It does repeat similar beats to the previous two movies. However, this is a perfect movie to watch in IMAX. For a 3-hour and 17-minute movie, I was just locked in. The film just filled me with awe and wonder. This film leans towards grief, legacy and the cost of survival. There's a couple of great ideas in this movie and I like to see how they play out in like Avatar 4 and 5. Farang, head of the Fire Clan, is the best character they introduce in this franchise. This is a soulful chapter that reminds me why Pandora is worth returning to.
I'll kill you! I swear!
At number 8 is The Lost Bus. I'm surprised no one's talking about this movie. This is a disaster movie based on a true story that moved me in a way that I didn't expect. Matthew McConaughey and America Ferrera trying to get the kids to safety. It's an unexpected, gripping survival drama that blends realism, emotion, and striking its cinematic intensity. The film isn't just about survival, it has that conscious fear, that thin line between hope and despair.
It's not too late.
At number 7 is I Swear, a small British movie that deals with the struggles and the misunderstood of the condition of Tourette's. The film is a compassionate, clear-eyed portrait of the life of the activist John Davison. The film sidestepped the cliches, focusing on the identity, the dignity, the work advocacy. And now this film has given me a different perspective on Tourette's now.
Would not harm a fly, and he makes a damn fine cup of tea.
Spunk for milk.
Spunk for milk.
At number 6 is Thunderbolts, easily one of the best things to come out of Marvel these past few years. On its own terms, it really stands out. It's a bold dive into trauma, healing, redemption. Proof that even so-called defective losers or disposable delinquents can rise above their past and become heroes that no one expected. And the first time in a while after watching this movie, it does feel like the MCU is heading towards somewhere.
We can find a way. Together.
At number 5 is Zootopia 2. It took everything I loved about the first Zootopia movie and expanded on it. We get to explore more of Zootopia and its origins. This time around is a much richer story. We're exploring displacement and ethnic cleansing. And this film had no business being funnier than it should be. And yes, I do think Hobbs and Nick smashed.
This is not your worst idea.
Wow, that was almost a compliment.
Your worst idea is what you did with your ears.
At number 4 is Predator Badlands. To me, this is a science fiction masterpiece. Dan Trachtenberg gave us his best Predator movie yet. This is the first time seeing the Predator as an actual character, complete with language, depth, personality. From the very first scene, it hooks you in, and the world building and the creatures are just fascinating to look at. The film doesn't take itself seriously, but it's fun, wildly entertaining, and exciting to watch. At number 3 is Rental Family. I watched this at the Sin City Festival in Brighton, and the idea of people can rent other people to substitute as friends or family sounds shocking, but it's a real part of Japanese culture. The film goes through some touching themes of human connections, but also people that are missing something in their life. Hikari brings together the beauty of human connections and Tokyo in such an amazing way. And Brendan Fraser's performance is remarkable. Only he can play in this movie.
Amazing?
It's cool, but it's fake.
You know, sometimes it's okay to pretend.
And number 2 is One Battle After Another. I watched this in IMAX and it was one of the most fun cinema experiences I've ever had. The way Paul Thomas Anderson creates this world and these characters feels like a fantasy, but at the same time it feels so real and so down to earth. And the characters, they're not good people, they do bad things, but you understand where they're coming from. The cast was great, Leonardo DiCaprio is electric in this movie, but Sean Penn is an absolute menace. He steals the show and I do hope he wins an Oscar. One Battle After Another is a heartbreaking, hilarious roller coaster of a movie that deserves Best Picture at the Oscars.
You like black girls? I love them. I love them.
So my favourite film of 2025 is Superman. James Gunn truly brought the pages to life. This is the most comic book film I've seen in a long time. It's not afraid to lean towards the quirky, the weird, the sci-fi aspects. David Cornsweet is incredible as Superman. He really shows the values of Superman and the human side of the character. But so much happens in this movie, like Superman dealing with a physical threat, a personal threat, a public relations threat. And I've been a Superman fan for a long time, ever since I was like 15 or 16. And this gave me the feels of the first 2 Christopher Reeves movies and the TV show Smallville. This film just gave me so many emotions, but also hope. And that's what the character's about. Not only did this film make me fall in love with Superman all over again, but maybe fall in love with comic books again.
You have a dog?
Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Go like, share and subscribe. Let me know what are your top 10 films of 2025. Go check out my Facebook, my Twitter and my Instagram page. You guys are awesome. I got your back.